Hey y'all, what's going on? Brother Jeff here, and I'm back today to do a love reading for the mutable signs. So, welcome into all the mutable signs. There'll be the sign of Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo. I welcome you all in to your second quarter love reading. I apologize for the delay, had some technical difficulties with storage. I recorded the video several times, but kept unfortunately was unlucky with getting it uploaded. But I'm gonna do a fresh video for you guys here for the second quarter, for the remaining of the second quarter. We do have a full moon in Scorpio. Excuse me, a full moon coming up in Taurus season. Scorpio full moon, I think it is May 3rd, I believe. So I think that's on Saturday night, Sunday morning. So got a full moon coming. So let's try to get the second quarter love reading out for you guys, and you can take this information and go from there. I just want to do a quick reminder that this is a collective reading, so it will not resonate with everyone. So I'll remind you to just take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna start off by give a little breakdown itinerary today. We're gonna start off with the cosmic insights. Just get a couple of messages from there, and we're gonna go with the before tarot, so I can get an idea of what transpired towards the end of the first quarter and the start of the second quarter. And then I'll go to the after tarot to get an idea of what's to come for the remainder of the second quarter. And then I'll pull some individual tarot cards for each individual sign: Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo. Just a little advice to what to expect over the next couple of months before we head into the third quarter and heading to the summer solstice and summertime. So I'm also going to roll the dice just to try to get some numerology incorporated in here. Let's get started. So we're going to start off with the cosmic insights, and I'm going to go ahead and ask for forgiveness in advance because I will be checking the camera periodically to ensure that it's still recording. But because no matter if I put the phone on do not disturb, excuse me, I will get a ton of calls or text messages as soon as I start recording. Phone be dry as I don't know what all day long, but as soon as I start recording, boom, everybody want to call, everybody want to text, everybody got questions. All right, so let's get started with the cosmic insights for the mutable signs: Gemini, Pisces, and Sagittarius. I did shuffle the cards off camera, but I do know you all like to see the cards being shuffled, so I'll do a quick shuffle here. I'll do two for cosmic insights because there aren't that many cards. Two bridges and a cut and clear. All right, what are the cosmic insights for the mutable signs moving forward for the remainder of the second quarter? Let's see. Clear the energy. Liar. Ooh, I think not if it wasn't the cardinal signs, the fixed signs got this as well: Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. So some of you could be dealing with one of the fixed signs. Liar. Be careful of someone sneaky. So I don't know, mutable signs. You could be dealing with a fixed sign. So just keep it in mind. And then at the bottom of the deck we have health. Health issues could arise, so be on the lookout in the second quarter for watch your health. Be mindful of that. You know, health is essential. That's important. You gotta be healthy to live, right? So just be mindful of that. So you got liar, be careful of someone sneaky, and health issues could arise. Shadowing health, we do got gambling, problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances, and shadowing liar, we do have challenges. Make a decision, work on inner healing. So just keep that in mind as we go throughout the reading. I'm going to set these two cards aside, and then I'm going to go right over here to the dice and roll the die. All right, the red die is going to be the one we're really going to focus on today because this is a love reading. So let's see what comes out. And if I see something else important, I'll mention it. Okay. Well, your finances are good. Some of you may have new opportunities with your finances, may have a decision to make, a choice between two. I just heard the word three, so you may have a new opportunity arise out of the blue. So you may have to choose between one path and another, and a third maybe, perhaps. So that's your finances. Let's see here. General. Oh, wow. So that could be related to your finances. We got another two for your general. So another choices. So a lot of choices and decisions to be made in the second quarter here, mutable signs. Let's go to your health, expansion. And it's also, not only does number three think so, it works with expansion and um, what's the word I'm looking for? Teamwork, mindfulness is three. Number three is a mindful number, so that's something to be on the lookout for because you did get that card in the Cosmic Insights where you got health issues could arise. So mindfulness, be mindful of your health in this second quarter, going into the third quarter. Challenges, you're stable. So four is a very stable number. I don't see anything to worry about. It is like anything major, any major challenges. So that's good to see because the other signs did not get that. And then from your ancestors, number three again. So just be mindful of be mindful. Ground yourself this second quarter of mutable signs. Focus on grounding yourself. Think about the future. I just heard in the left side of my head here, the feminine side, just be mindful of the future. Think about the future. That could be a sign to do what's best for you in the long run. Got three again for love. So I'm gonna leave that sitting out there. All right, so let's get started on the before tarot. And the before tarot, I'm just going to pull a spread quickly, if you don't mind, just to get an idea of what transpired for you and your loved one. For those of you who are in a relationship, situationship, friends with benefits. For those of you who are single as well, I'm just going to get an idea what took place towards the end of that first quarter. Like again, I said earlier, this may or may not resonate with all of you, so just take what resonates and leave the rest, please. All right. Ancestors. What do you want me to know for the mutable signs? What took place towards the end of that first quarter going into the second quarter? Give me an idea of what transpired for Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo. Please and thank you. Somebody dragging their feet with something. Eight of Cups. So dragging their feet with moving forward and walking away from something that no longer, something's not serving you emotionally. And you came to realize it, but some of you were taking your time walking away. In the traditional tarot, he's facing the opposite direction. Now he's at a tree and placing that pinnacle up in the tree. So he is at a standstill. It appears 9 of Wands. So someone's, we'll get there. Bottom of the deck, we do have that. Okay. 9 of Pentacles, pre-Empress energy. All right. Shadowed by the 6 of Wands. So, all right, that told me all I need to know. That's shadowed by the 5 of Swords. The Lovers. So a lot of decisions took place towards the end of that first quarter, it appears. And some of you decided no more BS, no more nonsense. Some of you are starting to wake up, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And what I'm seeing in these messages here, some of you, Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, are starting to wake up. And I think this is more of a crossing for those of you who are going through some turmoil with your loved ones. It's probably not for those of you who are in good standing with your significant other. For those of you who are kind of crossed or going through something, I see where you start to realize, okay, I'm not getting what I need out of this connection. This connection is not serving me emotionally. And I see that you started taking baby steps. So this is you center, front and center. And I see you started taking baby steps to walk away from this emotional, this connection. It's starting to give unrequited vibes. Like this person wasn't meeting you halfway. If they were meeting you halfway, it was hot and cold. They're in today and they're out the next. And you were offended by their behaviors and their lack of passion is what I'm hearing. Now I do have the 9, the 9 of Pentacles, pre-Empress energy, like I said before. That tells me right there that some of you are realizing your worth and you're saying, I'd rather be by myself. I'd rather be single before I continue to invest in this connection. So that's what I have. That gave more of a crossing, like some of you who are currently in crossing or not in so much. I'm going to say, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? Help me out. those of you who aren't on good terms, let's put it plain and simple. I'm not gonna try to butter it up. Let's look at it again from a different perspective. All right, I'm also getting from a different perspective for those of you who are still in your connection or in your connection, you guys are doing fine. I see some conversations about the lack of their lack of, you see here the two corners, the lack of financial stability, or the handling of the finances wasn't proper, and it was causing pain, like causing you pain, mutable sign, whether it been you, Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, or Virgo. You spoke up about it, and you telling them how it's putting a strain on the relationship, and you don't like their lack of action, and you're like, hey, put some pep in your step and get these finances back on the road. That's for some of you. That's another perspective that I was picking up there. So that's what's the tail end of the first quarter heading into the second quarter. Let me see what's to come for the remainder of the second quarter. So this is the after tarot deck. What's to come for the mutable signs moving forward for the remainder of the second quarter? What messages want to come through? Cut and clear, please, and thank you. All right, spirit guides and ancestors. What messages want to come to for strength and courage? So you could be dealing with a Leo on the fixed signs. Ooh, judgment. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. All right, send the judgment. So this would be you, mutable sign, judgment. The lovers. Did I say it? I said a lot of decisions moving forward. We saw that coming up in the dice earlier. When we rolled the die earlier, we got a lot of twos. So a lot of choices and decisions will have to be made. We have to check into that. In the bottom of the deck, we have the star card. So some of you could be dealing with the Aquarius. Followed by the Ten of Cups. Shadowed by the Ten of Cups. Star card is shadowed by the Ten of Cups. I like that. That's my favorite card. Those of you who've been following me for a while know I'm obsessed with the Ten of Cups because this speaks to happy ever after. You being happy emotionally, physically, spiritually. Everything's in your favor. Your spouse, your loved ones, friends, if you have friends, children, you have children. Everybody's good. Let's see here. The Magician. Okay. So you have everything at your fingertips to make a prosperous second quarter, it looks like. Oh, there's the Empress. She showed her face. So yeah, some of you put your foot down and say, hey, you start with the Magician and the Empress together, those two major arcanas. It's telling me that some of you are recognizing your power with the Magician. You know your worth, you know your power, you know what you bring to the table, you know what you have to offer to the world, and the Empress is you. Stepping into your light, a new beginning, a new you. Ten of Cups. You're prioritizing your happiness. You're happy ever after. So let's get to, let's get to the spread here. I think I better cover some of these cards up because I see a lot of nude. I don't want them to say nothing to me again because I've been getting messages. All right, so the Judgment card tells me, Spirit, something, you had some kind of epiphany, some kind of aha moment where you just say, okay, I don't know if your prayers came to you in a prayer, you prayed about it, came to you in a dream, you had a realization that, hey, now is now. Or you had something came to you, could have been Spirit speaking to you, whatever you believe in Jesus, whatever, whomever, your ancestors, I don't know. Everybody believe in something different. Something came upon you where you had the inkling that, hey, now or never. You're waking up, you're coming up out of your shell, you're saying, I'm going to make my move now. This is not serving me. I'm going to live the way I want to live, whether this person wants to get on board with me or not. Whether that has to do with your finances or how they treat you emotionally or physically. Because sometimes, although I don't condone violence, but you know, sometimes there is violence when you have a lot of wands on the table. Could be some little love taps here and there. I see that with this Judgment card, just paired with the Strength card. Again, some of you could be dealing with a Leo or Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with Gemini, the Lovers. Star card, Aquarius. So you got what? 4 major arcanas in the after tarot deck going for the remainder of the second quarter. So this is powerful. This is a message. And then you had those other two. You had the other two, the Magician and the Empress, shadowing the Lovers. So you had all those major arcana cards. So that tells me right there that some of you are waking up waking up to like who you are, your power, your strength, what you bring to the table. You know who you are, you know what you bring to the connection, to this relationship. Spirit's telling you to dig deep within and find the courage to stand 10 toes on what you say and what you believe. Set those boundaries now. And you have to make a decision, an honest decision from your heart. This is your choice. The lovers speak to a choice, a decision that has to be made. The lovers is indicating that you have to make a decision. Am I going to stay in this connection and go forward go forward steadfast, or I'm going to sever ties and go my separate ways? But either way, Spirit saying you have to heal from this. You have to heal from this. You have to put trust back into your person. You have to trust in yourself. Forgive yourself for whatever you allowed in the past. Forgive your person for whatever they done in the past. And now, number 3, mindfulness. Be mindful of how you're going to be moving forward. Ground yourself. Steady yourself. Move forward. Focus on healing. Focus on the future. Whatever decision you decide to make. Whether it be to go your separate ways. Make sure you do it wholeheartedly. Or if you're going to stick in this connection, Spirit just told me that nobody's going anywhere. So Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, or Virgo. And if anybody was thinking about walking away, you can go ahead and cut that out. Because y'all ain't going nowhere. This is somebody you really love. This is somebody you done been with for a while. For a lot of you, I don't see anything speaking to singles in this spread, so I'm not going to speak on that. But though this is all about people who are going through something in the past, the first part of the year, the first 3 months of the year, and you got tired of it, you spoke up, and now you're focused on the second quarter of the year, getting things in order with you and your person. Like, hey, I'm here for the long haul. I woke up, I allowed your BS too long, and now we're gonna make this right. And I'm making the decision to put in the work, and I need you to meet me halfway so we can focus on building this connection back strong and healing from it, healing from the past, and trusting one another. I don't know where the trust was broken about, but it looks like it was broken about. I mean, it came up, some trust issues came up around finances and some emotional unstableness. So somebody could have been treating somebody in the connection could have been emotionally unstable, where you felt like you weren't being heard. I'm hearing the word heard. So you may have felt like you weren't being heard. You probably felt like what you were speaking on or saying was falling on deaf ears. Okay, sorry for checking the camera. But that's what I got so far, mutable signs. Again, I don't see anything that speaks to singles. I don't know. I don't even see anything that speaks to no contact, but if there was some no contact here, Spirit, guides, angels, and ancestors, if there was some no contact, what is the naked truth? If there is no contact between the mutable sign and any of their loved ones. For those who are in no contact, I want a second chance. Not being with you is killing me. I was hiding my true feelings from you because I was scared of commitment and I didn't want to lose my freedom. That speaks to that one up there. You walking away from this something that wasn't serving you. Recognizing who you were, the 9 of Pentacles, because the way this person's actions had bruised you, hurt you in so many ways, and you may have walked away from this. Some of you may have walked away, and it's killing them that you did that. Bottom of it, it says, do you still think about me? Do you still want me? Do you still love me? I need to know if I should move on. I'm hurting. So I usually don't pull those in these quarterly readings like this, but something just told me to pull those for somebody who was in no contact. So we'll put these up and move right along. I'm going to pull some advice cards. Let's just see what comes out for each individual sign. First, we have Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's see. So remember, we have 3 there. Number 3, it's all about expansion, mindfulness, grounding, steadfastness. So remain steadfast the remainder of the second quarter, Gemini. Oh, look at Empress and 2 of Cups. So a new beginning. Somebody could be expecting a child or a baby, a pregnancy. Some of you have a decision to make. Some of the 2 of Cups also speaks to this person being like a soulmate, or I feel like you guys have been in this connection for a long time. Gemini. What advice do we have for Gemini for the remainder of the second quarter, please? Please and thank you. 3 cards, please. All right, thank you. Ooh, 5 of Cups. I said advice, and it gave me something else. Some of you could be dealing, Geminis could be dealing with a Scorpio. Sorry, I'm just playing around with the cards, trying to pick up some energy. 8 of Pentacles. So death card is not a literal death. It's like a death and rebirth, like a transformation. So I do see in the remainder of the second quarter, this, whatever you and your person were going through, Gemini, is over. Like the bad times are behind you. See in this past position, the 5 of Cups, emotional loss, that is now behind you. You and your person are now going to be rebuilding your relationship. And that's what Spirit's telling you to work on, rebuilding the connection and focusing on building the connection from this death. Like the emotional loss is now behind you. The mistrust and all the mishavings is now behind you, Gemini. They want you now to focus on building this connection. You have the strength. See that? Some of you could be dealing with Leo, Sagittarius. But some of you need to focus on dig deep down within. Dig deep down within, get that inner, build the inner strength, call on the inner strength, that courage to work on this relationship, to get past the past. All the roadblocks you had, they're now behind you, is what Spirit is saying. You do have the 3 of Swords shadowing. This person's actions, words could have hurt you in the past, but you have these cards on the table telling you to work through it. This is something that can be worked through. Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning. So I think you guys are going to be fine. And then right behind it was the 10 of Pentacles, my second favorite card. So you guys are going to be good, Gemini. I'm not worried about you. Let's go on to the next sign, which is Pisces. Let's see what we got for Pisces. Come on, y'all. Cooperate. We don't got much time. Pisces. All right, check the camera. Good. Pisces. Alright, what advice and what's to come for the remainder of the second quarter for Pisces? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice Swords, communication. 2 of Cups as well. I think they just got that. Gemini just got a 2 of Cups. So some of you could be dealing with Gemini. Or it could just be your mutable energy. Wow. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. So this is like a collective thing right here. Okay. Page of Wands. Okay. Ooh. 5 of Pentacles. We'll have to check on that one. Someone's out in the cold. Hierophant. Some of you Pisces could be dealing with a Taurus. That is the Taurus major arcana. Followed by the Sun. Everybody loves the Sun. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. Or someone on Leo, Cancer cusp. 6 of Swords. That's a good card. These 2 cards together is good because you're moving, transitioning, and moving on to calmer waters and positive new beginnings. So, hey, not going to be too negative. We're going to just read the spirit really quickly. Page of Wands. Okay, I see someone moving at a slower pace, at an adolescent pace towards a new, passionate new beginning. Someone put in the work in the past. Pisces may feel like going down the road into the second quarter that, hey, that your person's not meeting you halfway. They're not trying hard enough and you just feel exhausted. You feel left out in the cold. The Pentacles also speak to money, career, and finances. Could speak to financial. And then you have 8 of Pentacles here. So that tells me that where your issues could have been financially related. I don't know. Only you would know. Again, this is a collective reading. I don't want to overthink it. I do see arguments because 5s is all about conflict and struggles. So there could be some arguments about finances moving forward over the next couple of months. And it could also be a strain on the relationship because the Hierophant speaks to a relationship. Again, that is Taurus Major Arcana. Is also the number 5 in the Major Arcana. 5 speaks to conflicts. The Hierophant also speaks to counsel. So you're kind of doing it now with a tarot reading. spiritual readings and stuff like that. It's telling you to seek spiritual guidance. Pray. You can always pray about it for those of you who don't want everybody in your business. You know, I'm big on prayer and affirmations and stuff like that. So, wow, I think you two just need to sit down and get on the same page, Pisces. I feel like you and your person may not be on the same page. But the Page of Wands, because you know what the Wands represents, and those of you who know tarot know what the wand represents physically, and in that area, everything is perfect. I do feel like there may be some crisscrossing when it comes to material things and finances. So, hey, that's something that can be easily overcome if you guys put in the work with the Eight of Pentacles. So just keep that in mind. Next, we're going to go with Sagittarius. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Pisces. Let's go to Sagittarius. All right, Spirit, thank you, ancestors. What advice and what is to come for the remainder of the second quarter for the sign of Sagittarius? Please and thank you. 4. Empress. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Okay, a lot of pages, a lot of adolescence, immature moves. I can't never get the cards to stay straight, so leave it alone, Jeffrey. All right. King of Pentacles. Okay. Page to a king. Okay, so somebody's stepping up in this connection. Bottom of the deck, have the Two of Wands. Shut by the Eight of Pentacles has been in all 3 spreads so far. Magician. Look, Temperance wanted to make an appearance. So Sagittarius, that's your major arcana. Balance. And 6 of Swords. And Pisces got that as well. So Sagittarius, you could be dealing with a Pisces, or it could just be mutable energy, where things are going to be looking good over the next couple of months for you guys. You're going to be transitioning into a calmer times and calmer waters in your connection, calmer vibes. Page of Pentacles tells me that things are going to start off slow, but I do see it's going to be a bright new beginning. I see a new beginning where you're going to be letting the past be the past. Somebody's being very, very strict on money. Very strict. Sagittarius, I don't know if it's you or your significant other, but somebody's being strict with the money. I don't know if you guys are planning for a trip, Sagittarius. Looks like you guys are planning for something big. I don't know if it's going to be like a major life move where you're moving into a new home. I don't hear wedding bells, but the Empress can speak to pregnancy or a wedding. Excuse me. You hear my voice acting up, so this is something that needs to be discussed between the two of you, Sagittarius, you and your significant other. Yeah, I see something big coming your way as far as material. I feel like a big purchase. So everything looks good. I don't even need to really speak on this. Page of Pentacles just tells me that a new opportunity is coming forward. It's going to be presented. The Empress is always about a new beginning, birth of something new. King of Pentacles is someone who's grounded in his energy, grounded. Could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But there's a decision, a choice that has to be made about the future. See, so the world ends. There's going to be options. And then the Wands represents passions. Could be dealing with a fire sign of Aries there. I'm picking a strong Aries energy with that card. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going to go too much into that one. Sagittarius, everything looks good. Virgo. Something told me to go back to you, Sagittarius. Just like Pisces, Sagittarius, I'm hearing finances. So some kind of financial purchase is going to be made where you two are going to have to discuss it. I feel like it's going to be a house. Could be a car. But I really feel like it's going to be a house, a new home, or you guys moving to a new city. So that's good. Or moving, you guys could be moving in together. I like that. I like that. It's a conversation that has to be had. So next up we have Virgo. All right. What do we have? What advice do we have for Virgo? And what's to come for the remainder of the second quarter for the sign of Virgo? and cut and clear it? Cut and clear. I don't know if I did. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Strength card, okay. So we could be dealing with a Leo, the Hermit. That's your energy, Virgo energy, okay. 2 major arcana so far. And the King of Pentacles, just like Sagittarius. So some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or it could just be mutable energy. 2 of Swords. Some of you are at the crossroads, or going to be at a crossroads about a major decision. It's dealing with your connection, because look where it landed. And you do have shadow in the 2 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, an emotional new beginning, my 3rd favorite card in the deck. And you do have, sneaky energy there with the 7 of Swords. So somebody could be doing some sneaky stuff at night with the Moon card there. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. Could be dealing with a Libra as well. 10 of Cups is there, my favorite card. So you know what that tells me right there, Virgo? That tells me that you have someone, a third party energy lurking in the background, the darkness, who's trying to sabotage your a third party energy is trying to sabotage your energy. So be mindful of that, Virgo. And this could be for all the mutable signs. Just be mindful there's third party energy lurking in the darkness. Could be some things, transactions happening at nighttime, unbeknownst to you, mutable signs, Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo. But it did come out for Virgo. So someone's in the background just lurking. Just want you to be aware of it. So you can't say, Brother Jeff left that part out. No, I didn't. I'm telling you what I feel and what I see. Some negative energy is lurking in the background. And it looks like they're against your happiness. So just keep that in mind. So Virgo, we have the Hermit card. That's you. Saying basically you need to go within, take a moment, take some time and ground yourself. Be mindful. Think about reflection. Focus on reflecting over the next couple of months. Go deep within. Dig deep within yourself and dig up that inner courage. Work on grounding yourself and make this decision. Take off that blindfold and make the decision. Virgo, do you still want to be in this relationship? Is what Spirit just asked me. Do you want to be here? Because for this third party energy to be doing what they're doing in the background, you got to be entertaining them somehow or making them think that this is okay. So for some reason, Virgo, this person thinks that they have an opportunity with you, for them to be in the background lurking and trying to throw monkey wrenches and salt in between you and your significant other. So keep that in mind. Right on the remainder of the second quarter, Virgo, you need to focus on reflection, going within yourself, digging deep, growing up the inner strength, reflecting, take time away from the world. Even if you have to take time away from your significant other, take time for yourself. Focus on grounding yourself and take off the blindfold and make the decision. And you need to communicate better with your person as well. Some of you Virgos are going to be having a new job offer. Your boss is going to come to you. And you may not like the offer that they're offering you, but I see a job offer here. I hope it's not a demotion. I hope not. But it looks like it's some kind of job offer. And you're going to have to make a decision on whether or not you want to take this job or not, or this position. So just keep that in mind, Virgo. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I'm going to pull some love messages to close out the reading before the camera stops. All right. Type you all out here. All right, looks like we're still going. I'm such a anal. I want everything to be perfect. ADHD, guys, sorry. So I have love messages for the mutable signs. All right, the first top half is going to be Gemini. The bottom half is going to be Pisces. All right. What love messages do we have for Gemini and Pisces? From the top, we're going to pull Gemini, and the bottom, we're going to pull Pisces. What do we have? Gemini. All right, Gemini, pay attention to signs. The synchronicities you have been noticing are not coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe everything happens for a reason. So when something happens, you hear what Spirit's telling you, pay attention to the signs. That's for you, Gemini. Pisces, deception. Someone is wearing a mask in this relationship. I don't know if that's you, Pisces, or is it your person. But either way, somebody needs to come clean. And if it's you, Pisces, I'm hearing strongly that you just need to communicate better or express how you truly feel. Don't hold back. Because every time you hold back, you're diminishing your light. So just speak up. And if it's not you, if you feel like you've been completely honest with your person, Pisces, do your due diligence on your person. Obviously, there's some kind of deception there. All right, the next set of love messages cards we have are going to be for Sagittarius and Virgo. So the top card is going to be for Sagittarius, and the bottom of the deck is going to be Virgo. All right, spirit guides and ancestors. What love messages do we have for Sagittarius and Virgo? All right, Sagittarius, we have redirect your thoughts. Focus on what you want to attract in this relationship, not on what you fear will happen. Okay, Sagittarius, stop worried about this. Get out your head and stop worried about the future. Because it's just worry and stop worried about the past and stop worried about the future and worry about the now. So redirect your thoughts to the now. Be mindful. Ground yourself. Okay, the bottom of the deck we have Virgo. Make the effort. This love is worth taking risk. You're called to move forward. I saw some of you at the crossroads with that Two of Swords, Virgo. There it is again. There it is. So I don't know if this is you telling you, I don't know if this is Spirit telling you to take off that blindfold and make the decision. Make the effort. Either you want to stay in this relationship or you want to walk away. Either way, it's your decision to make. And you have swords. Swords speaks to communication and truthfulness and honesty. So you need to communicate better, not only with yourself, but with your significant other as well. All right. So that's what I have for you guys to this evening. Mutable signs, Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo. I really do appreciate you all for tuning in with me this evening. If you don't mind doing me a favor, guys, like, comment, and share. It helps me know that you appreciate the readings. I try to do them now instead of doing individual signs because they take forever and I wasn't getting that much traction on those. So I try to break them off into each individual sign, like fixed, cardinal, and mutable. So that way that I get everybody, you know what I'm saying? Try to get everybody and cover everybody. And then at the end of the year, I'll try to do a single reading for everyone. So don't forget, full moon on May 3rd, this Saturday night, Sunday morning. It's going to be a full moon while we're in Taurus season, but it's a full moon in Scorpio. So a lot of truths will be revealed. A lot of mysteries that you're trying to find the answers to will be revealed to you. So just be mindful of that. I would suggest burning a white candle and reading, for those of you who follow the Bible, read Psalm 23 and add it to your daily prayers leading up into May 3rd, and watch what the Most High reveals to you is the word I'm looking for. But I do want to thank you all for tuning in with me this evening. It was a pleasure reading for you. Again, please, guys, if you don't mind, like, comment, and share. It helps me know that you appreciate the video. And if you don't mind putting your favorite color heart in the comment section. My favorite color is black, but you may like blue, pink, brown, or green, yellow. Just put your favorite color heart in the comment section. So that tells me that some of this resonated with you. And if it didn't resonate, just leave what didn't. Leave it all on the table. And I'll try again in third quarter. Maybe that one will, resonate with you guys. But until next time, guys, y'all take care. Bye.